Ciri, the Lion Cub of Cintra, is more than just a princess. She's a warrior, a survivor, and the key to the fate of the entire continent. But where did her story begin? What makes her one of the most important characters in the Witcher universe? Let's find out. Ciri is not just another character in The Witcher. She's the cornerstone of its story. Her journey ties together the fates of Geralt, Yennefer, and the entire continent. She's the thread that connects the past to the future, embodying both the hope and the peril of her world. In this video, we'll dive deep into Ciri's story, from her royal origins in the Fall of Cintra to her training with Geralt, her flight from the Wild Hunt, and her ultimate role as the prophesied Child of Destiny. Each chapter of her journey reveals the strength and complexity that make her such a beloved character. Ciri's story begins with her royal lineage. She is the granddaughter of Queen Calanthe, the fierce lioness of Cintra, and daughter of Princess Pavetta and Duni, a cursed knight who later reveals himself as Emperor Emir var Imrius of Nilfgaard. Her bloodline is not just royal, but steeped in destiny. But what makes Ciri truly unique is her connection to the Elder Blood, a line that traces back to Lara Dorren, an elven sorceress. This lineage carries immense magical potential and is central to an ancient prophecy predicting the world's destruction or salvation. Ciri's fate was sealed before she was even born. During the banquet at Cintra, Geralt invoked the Law of Surprise, unknowingly claiming Pavetta and Duni's unborn child. This ancient custom bound her destiny to the Witcher, ensuring their paths would intertwine. Ciri's peaceful life in Cintra came to a sudden and devastating end when Nilfgaard invaded her homeland. The once thriving kingdom was reduced to ashes as the Empire sought to claim Ciri for her elder blood and the power it represents. Queen Calanthe, known as the Lioness of Cintra, refused to surrender. She fought fiercely to protect her kingdom and her granddaughter, sacrificing herself to give Ciri a chance to escape. In the chaos, Ciri narrowly escaped the clutches of Nilfgaard. Alone and frightened, she began her journey as a fugitive, relying on her instincts and wit to survive. But her flight was not without danger, as she was relentlessly pursued by those who sought her power. At just a young age, Ciri endured the loss of her family, her home, and everything she knew. This trauma shaped her resilience and fueled her determination to survive, even as the weight of destiny loomed over her. Ere fleeing the Fall of Cintra, Ciri wandered alone through the dangerous wilderness, eventually finding herself in Brokilon Forest, a place shrouded in mystery and protected by the Dryads. It was here that fate reunited her with Geralt of Rivia, the Witcher, bound to her by destiny. Geralt took Ciri to Kaer Morhen, the secluded fortress where Witchers are trained. Here, she found not just safety, but a family, a group of grizzled warriors who taught her how to survive and fight like a Witcher. At Kaer Morhen, Ciri trained rigorously under the guidance of Geralt and the other Witchers. She learned swordsmanship, agility, and endurance, transforming from a frightened girl into a capable warrior. But it wasn't just her physical strength that grew. Her determination and willpower became unshakable. But Ciri was more than a warrior. Her elder blood granted her access to immense magical powers, though she struggled to control them. Under the guidance of Yennefer, she began to understand the depth of her abilities and the danger they posed if left unchecked. Ciri's abilities made her a target for powerful forces across the continent. Chief among them was the Wild Hunt, a spectral cavalry intent on capturing her for her elder blood and the unimaginable power it holds. Her journey became one of survival as she fled across lands and worlds. All of Ciri's unique abilities was her power to travel between worlds. She glimpsed realms filled with wonder and horror, each shaping her understanding of the vastness of her destiny. But these journeys also came with grave danger. Throughout her journey, Ciri formed unbreakable bonds with people who helped shape her character. From Yennefer's guidance in magic to Geralt's unwavering support, these relationships defined her strength and resolve. Through her struggles, Ciri grew into a leader and a fighter worthy of her title as the Lion Cub of Cintra. She reclaimed her identity and faced her destiny head-on, proving that she was far more than a pawn in the games of kings and mages. Ciri's journey is marked by difficult choices that shape her character and destiny. From deciding who to trust to weighing the lives of others against her own freedom, every decision pushed her closer to understanding who she truly is. Ciri's greatest struggle was deciding whether to accept her role as the prophesied savior or forge her own path. This conflict defined her journey, as she constantly sought a balance between her destiny and her desire for freedom. Her choices didn't just affect her, they shaped the fate of the continent. From Nilfgaard's imperial ambitions to the chaos among the northern kingdoms, Ciri found herself at the center of every major conflict, whether she wanted it or not. Ultimately, Ciri chose not to be bound by the expectations of others. She carved her own path, embracing her role as a protector of the people while refusing to become a pawn in the games of power. Ciri's destiny is entwined with an ancient elven prophecy that foretells the end and rebirth of the world. As a descendant of Laradoran, her elder blood holds the potential to either destroy the continent or lead it to salvation. The prophecy speaks of a time of chaos, with a descendant of elder blood standing at its center. Ciri's power could bring about destruction, but it also holds the key to creating a new era of peace. This duality defines her role in the story. Ciri's elder blood drew the attention of the Wild Hunt, who sought to use her powers to conquer all worlds. Their relentless pursuit forced her to confront her fears and understand the true scope of her abilities. In the end, Ciri accepted her role in the prophecy, not as a destroyer or a savior, but as someone who could forge her own path. She refused to let the prophecy define her, and chose to use her powers to protect those she loved and the world she called home. Ciri's journey began as a frightened orphan, running from the ruins of her home, but through her trials, she grew into a fierce warrior. She overcame loss, fear, and doubt to become a symbol of resilience and strength. Her journey was also one of self-discovery. Ciri learned to embrace her elder blood powers, mastering her ability to travel between worlds and channel her magic. She turned what others saw as a curse into a source of strength and purpose. Ciri's legacy is not just about her power or her role in the prophecy. It's about her compassion and determination to protect those who cannot protect themselves. She became a beacon of hope for the people of the continent, a reminder that even in darkness, there is light. Ultimately, Ciri's story is about independence. She proved that while destiny may play a role, it is our choices that define who we are. She is not just the Lion Cub of Cintra or the child of destiny. She is Ciri, a symbol of strength, resilience, and freedom. Ciri's story is one of loss, growth, and resilience. From a frightened child fleeing the ruins of her home to a fierce warrior embracing her destiny, her journey reflects the struggles and triumphs of finding one's place in the world. Ciri is more than just a character in The Witcher. She's a symbol of hope and determination. Fans have connected with her because of her courage, her struggles, and her refusal to be defined by the expectations of others. What lies ahead for Ciri? In the Netflix series, her story is still unfolding. Will she embrace her destiny as the savior of the continent, or will she forge a path that no one expects? And for fans of the games, will The Witcher 4 explore her adventures beyond The Witcher 3's endings? What do you think the future holds for Ciri? Share your theories and favorite moments in the comments below. If you enjoyed this deep dive into her story, don't forget to like this video, subscribe, and check out our other Witcher content. Until next time, stay safe on the path.
She believed in to protect her people.
She did fight for what she believed in. She led those young, and they died with her name on their lips and their honor and integrity intact. And in doing so, they